going to talk to you about KXIN, KXIN Auto Holdings. So for this stock, the key here is going to be your technicals. You're going to rely on the technicals because the technicals are really good. The financials are really bad. So fundamentally, not the best company. And I say not the best because while they have been coming out with really good news, their financials have yet to be really profitable. So the COVID had a really bad impact on them, on their operations. So yeah, just looking at the share price right now because this regular session just started and I'm in this stock. So one thing is I'm not going to sell. I will not sell, and I'll show you why. So basically, if we look at the past 6 months, you'll see that there was some crazy rises, right? You'll see that went from 50 cents to $13, went from $3 to $10, and then basically there was a bunch of bullish breakouts. So this stock, as well as many others, they like to have like this like downtrend period where it'll start hitting highs, like little mini highs, and then it will fall. And that's what's been happening. So it'll fall like it is right now or whatever, no problem, and then it will have these like mini rises. So what you're looking for is actually the breakout because you keep connecting all the highs, and you will look for a breakout of that line. So you could have gotten over here, could have gotten over here, it still would have been profitable. And then you've done the same thing again, it would have been profitable again. If you've done the same thing again, it would have been really profitable. So you can keep milking this strategy and making a lot of money on KXIN. So it happened again. I mean, like if I connected it over here, it wouldn't have made a difference. If you had bought it over here and you just wait, boom, share price rises. Again, so hits a new high. We connect the highs, okay? If you had bought in over here, falls a bit. Other than that, spikes up, and then it has like a really good rise. So there's actually a reason for this rise, and that's because they came out with a press release. And the press release was they enter definitive share purchase agreement with shareholders of Haitaushe Limited. Haitaushe Limited, so number one is like this is a really good acquisition for them. Haitaushe, I found their website, and basically they sell the exact same cars as KXIN, so it's like perfect integration. It's like these guys are not selling, you know, something totally different. It's a very good acquisition. It makes sense, and you know, maybe there will be some synergy there. So that's why the stock price rose as of January 4th. It started to move up from 3.81 all the way up to 4.97. So pretty much like a little more than $1. And then afterwards, they had this press release. Where is it? They had a press release where they said that Haitaushe got a vehicle supply contract, a 5-year vehicle supply contract, and at this point they still haven't closed the acquisition. So I don't know, maybe that's why it fell, but the stock price started to fall after that. But because there's this pattern, okay, like I have no idea why it rose, but because there's this pattern where if you connect the highs, like I don't want to connect the highs like that, but sure, we can do it like that, or we can do it like, it all depends on what you want. So there's multiple lines that can show up here. This would have been better, safer, and you would have been able to capture this, but this one works too. If it broke out over here, you could have bought in after it went up to 4, and then you would have gotten the appreciation. So, ooh, it's dropping. Wait, isn't it regular? Yeah, it is regular session. So, yeah, so right now, it's in that like downward phase. There's just like some mini rises, and you should be ready for at least like 4.75 rise. Just keep connecting the highs, and as soon as it goes over that line which connects all the highs, like I think this will go to 4.75 easily. And then in the best case scenario, we'll have some like crazy rise, like up to like, I don't know, $9, $10, something like that. That would be best case scenario. And yeah, it always happens when like the slope goes zero on the stock price. So that's really nice. This is the CEO of Haitaushe. He actually worked for Tencent, so as like a senior manager. So seems to be like they have strong management working for them. And then that is it. The financials suck. They didn't do as well because of COVID. So I won't hold that against them. Their stock price. I mean, like even when. So this is my argument against that. So there's two arguments I want to like present here. Number one, their financials were never good. Okay, still like their stock price still increased, and there was a lot of trading on it. So it doesn't matter about that. Secondly, is that there's been some arguments that KXIN is not. They're not an auto. They don't make EV vehicles. They're not selling EV vehicles. They don't have any part of EV industry. I would argue that that's not entirely true. They're a used car dealership, and they have like a focus on these like premium cars. So stupid website's not loading, so I'm not gonna like try to wait. Should I try it? Okay, let's try it one last time. Okay, cool. Yeah, so they sell used Audis, BMWs, Mercedes-Benz, Land Rover, Porsche. Okay, number one is like some of these cars are already electric. I wouldn't say majority of them are, but like they do make electric cars. They're making more electric cars, and as long as this company survives, they will start selling electric cars too. So I wouldn't like write them off as like these guys have no part in electronic vehicle market. They're they're a used car dealership. Another reason why KXIN is actually relevant is because the demand for cars in China is really high. They don't have enough supply, and I'm surprised that like KXIN is even having any trouble to sell cars. Maybe once we see the like most recent financials, it will have that reflection, because I found the article, this one, it's China Daily, and basically it was written in September. So I mean, I don't know how much weight you can put on this, but they did say that market demand increases and auto dealer inventory falls. So I think there's a lot of unmet demand, because basically, what do they say? I mean, like premium car sales are growing. That's what KXIN does. I think I've talked too much about this. I'm done talking about it. Wow, it's like falling. No problem. Yeah, I would say focus on the technicals for this one, and you'll be totally fine. I would wait for these bullish breakouts. They definitely have worked in the past, and you might have to wait a long time. It's definitely not like a short hold. It's more of a long hold thing. So enjoy your day. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope this helped.